What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle. It's dramatically new, made possible only through years of research, invention, and innovation. Living stereo, played on a record, through the all-new 2-in-1 RCA Victor stereo orthophonic high-fidelity Victrola.
I sit down, wait for the phone. Every night, from 9 to 10. 10. I'm on the phone, again and again and again. Again. Operator. Call me later. Sweet operator. Call me later. When I am low, I'm feeling down. I am down under the ground. But I don't feel that I have much choice. When I hear your plastic voice. Operator. Call me later. Sweet operator. Call me later. When I had talked with you for a while. I am longing for your smile. But your voice is so here. When all I want is you to be near. Operator. Call me later. My sweet operator. Call me later. Sweet operator. Call me later.
Yes, it's number one. It's Top of the Pops.
Hello and welcome once again to Top of the Pop. And right now, here's number 4 song. We're going to have some really beautiful music.
Yeah, man. I was snoring? Jesus Christ. I'm getting here. Oh no. I got you. Where in the hell is my goddamn... There we go. Yo, 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 yo. Can you hear me?
Right.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear myself.
I can hear myself.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Hold on.
That mean... Fuck you, Aaron.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you fall asleep on dude?
What time is it? Oh, shit. 2 seconds into it. Ah! I guess I did.
Jesus Christ, Roy.
My first oopsie, folks.
This is why you don't stream after work.
I guess so. Here you go. Start that
The only
again.
reason dude, I am on my way. Now I can go for, like, call Roy. You fell asleep on you.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Aaron.
No, like, yeah, so I'm calling you, like, all right?
Okay. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for covering.
All right.
Night.
All right, I gotta head out, dude. I gotta go to sleep or drink some medicine, man.
Yeah. That's what I need to do. I'm going to drink some Monster.
Yeah, just try to keep awake.
I am.
All right, Russ.
Yep.
See you later.
Later. Yes, folks, you caught me snoozing. That's what I get for working hard and trying to work harder for you folks. I'm Hanson Roy, and this is the No Name Show for now. I had a guest set up, but I think the worst comes to worst. Boom. Get some light in here. How y'all? I know, Aaron. I love you too. Yeah, okay. If you're wondering what I'm about, this is the streaming channel for the Starlight podcast. The podcast that's on the other channel I can't mention, or you're not going to see me anymore. Let's say it rhymes with it oot, if you will. Yep, that's it's me. And as you know, I enjoy tunes. Fell asleep to them. I'm into weird shit and other weird shit. Don't ask me what shit, because I don't know what weird shit. It comes to me. Okay, let's cancel that. But yes, thank you, R Sounds Electric, for the lovely tunes for the pre-show. Now, what can we talk about? Oh, it's a long day. They're working me to the bone, folks. Black Ops is serious business. Let me tell you, all that killing and shit. Thirsty work. I've been cruising, seeing what kind of movies that are out there. Can't talk too much about movies out tonight. What to talk about? Homo sapiens. By the way, go check out Plexstorm, your one true stop for real gaming. Plexstorm.com. All right. Nothing much. Nothing much. Nothing much. I know. Scintillating TV. I'm the best at it, yes. Hey, Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to PC November 5th. Rockstar want to beat that Sony ass really bad, let me tell you. Can they do it with Red Dead Redemption? Not really. I don't think they can do it. Too much into it. They've already lost a lot of goodwill with their freaking online. Their online is at best. They added new positions and new jobs. Still I might stream it one day. Who knows? See what happens. A lot of cutesy pictures. Monkey minions. Someone's playing Rich Evans Laugh at Half Speed. Skyrim shit. Burping. was supposed to have a what the hell was that? Guest tonight, but I guess he's too burnt out on Inger to be here at the moment. So you got lovely old me. I'm trying to carry it as much as I can. Make it work, whatever possible. And fill it with pregnant silence. Because I don't know what to talk about. I had a whole show planned. And then monkey shines happen. And now I'm just grabbing at the dark, trying to find where I am going. Holy shit, I'm so blind. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. Don't know. Boo, 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 boo. I don't know. I'm just going to ramble on. Because that's the only thing I can do is ramble. Makes me mad, but what can you do? And my fucking fire alarms are at it again. Fuck. Yes, more pregnant pauses than you could shake your stick at. It's awesome. What can you ask for? More pregnant pauses. I could shoot pregnant pauses here and there and everywhere because it really makes it great. Really makes it awesome. I don't know what else to say. Cause I am trailing. You caught me sleeping. And it's funny as fuck. Don't know what to say, don't know what to do. Okay. We're still on. Yay! Yay! See if I can add someone here. Copy the clipboard. Right. I'm not gonna burn. It's amazing. Yes. We are going to have our guest come in today. I know. Let me see. That should make it better. That should make it nice. Makes it also nice and all right. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here comes the main wolf himself, Okami. Say hello, Okami.
Hello.
Hi. Let's make this a little bit more better. There we go. I mean, you know how bad it is? I forget to take down the fucking banner.
Mm.
There we go.
Oh,
Dude, it's a
man.
shit show today, folks. My co-host goes off to a hoity-toity pizza place where he eats with a fork and drinks like with his pinky up, and I fell asleep on stream. So I got that out of the way. I got that out of the way. I broke that cherry on that. All I need to do is fall into like a whole pile of cans. That would complete the trifecta. That would complete the set. Mr. Okami, introduce yourself. I know you introduced yourself earlier, but you were talking like you were some sort of gravelly hitman.
So my throat is better, but yeah, allergies are still a bitch. For any who don't know, I am known as Tentodo Kami on the internets. I have my YouTube channel, the Wolf's Den Productions, set up specifically with I have Roy over there. I have our friends. I have Doc over there. I have our friends Zirin, Varen, and Grave Turtle. And we do podcasting over there.
Just podcasting.
Well,
And
I do tries videos. So.
He does try his videos, yes.
Occasional gaming and stream.
And the occasional stream, yes. What other stuff do you cover on your podcast besides try videos?
For the podcast, we have 3 different varieties for that. We have Anime Monday, where I look at anime. Fun fact, I was supposed to record one today, but then family showed up, so I wasn't able to do it.
Gotta love family.
Yeah. We also do Twisted Notes, where we look at slightly less conventional music, not as accepted by the public at large.
Yes, folks, like black metal. No.
Well, this weekend we're recording one on Ghost, so that'll be fun.
You have everything. Gotta remember that. If you have Ghost, you have everything.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we do the one that Roy does the most with us, would be Late to the Murder Party, where we look at horror films that we've all missed over the years. Maybe some of us have missed them and others haven't. And I have recently changed the rules on that slightly so that we can even just talk movies that we've all seen, but we're sure somebody out there hasn't.
And that's where I come in, because I've seen a lot of doozies. Yes. And of course, you guys know I am part of the Starlight podcast. We do talk about movies, and we do a little bit of pop culture, a little too. Rare, obscure movies that none of you youngins have seen. I bring it out for you. All right. So, Kami, talk about your big events that you guys set up.
So, currently, we've been releasing the October run. That was a lot of fun. In fact, today, about almost an hour ago, a 2-hour special I did with my friend Kaz, talking the entire Final Destination franchise has just released.
I'm surprised he didn't torture you.
He was actually happy to do that.
Okay.
He was actually very happy. He enjoyed it just as much as I did. We kind of agree that while it's not a perfect franchise or perfect movie by any means,
Mm-hmm.
it is one of the few franchises that actually manages to, in 5 movies, wrap itself up nicely.
Awesome. Anything else planned?
Well, for December, as you know, we are going to be doing the 12 Days of Murder Part 2.
12 Days of Murder, but Dieu. Yes.
Where we look at 12 different Christmas horror films.
Yes, 12. I'm still setting them up, but I'm hoping to work on that with you tonight. If you could.
And I figure we'll do one, like, if we can't find 12 or whatever, I figure we could, or even maybe we can throw it in as an extra. People were requesting on one of our last streams that we do, we have to talk Gremlins at some point. Even though it's like technically horror, technically not. It's like, well, we've already seen it, but again, I have changed that rule.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it deserves at least an honorable mention.
Sure. Okay. Gremlins, it is written in stone.
Yeah, it's one we all know. We love it. It's a classic. So why not?
All right. Cool.
The next year,
This is great.
next year in April, we will be running Shark Month.
Shark Month, folks. My main masterpiece.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see a man die.
Pretty
Matter
much,
of
I've already
fact.
watched him die.
I think that's why I haven't gotten any requests lately. I think I got him.
He's been a little busy with class, but
Yeah.
yeah. Atomic Shark really hurt him.
Oh, come on.
That was funny. His reactions to that were funny.
Atomic Shark got him?
It hurt. I don't know if it dealt the final blow.
Okay. Because I just sent him the TV movie Creature. Haven't heard from him since. I'm like, Creature?
Oh, I know this one.
Creature? Seriously?
I have a soft spot for that one.
That is a nice one.
Because I can't hate Craig T. Nelson.
No one can hate Craig T. Nelson. He swallowed the worm of tequila.
Yeah.
And it transformed into a person. He puked him out. Mad lad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I know one that actually really hurt him, though. And it wasn't so much the film itself. It was what I told him about it.
Tell me it was bait.
It was bait. And it was the fact that I revealed to him how much the budget was. Which his immediate answer to that was bullshit. And I'm like, do you want to know how much it made? Because the budget, for those who don't know, the budget for the movie Bait, which is half the film ends up being, or the last half of the film ends up being sharks in people trapped in a mall with sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Was made for, how much was it? I believe it was 20.
It was in the $20 million range.
20 million. It was $20 million.
And it made about
32 million it made.
32 million?
which by all accounts is technically a success.
Technically, yeah.
Technically. Now, because this wasn't even made in the US,
Mm-hmm.
this was made in Australia, it was shown most places before it even became in the US.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say no one went hungry around that film.
Yeah. So I would say no, that is a success, because the way the US makes things work, it's so stupid.
Yeah, you got to make double or triple. You got to make double, then a little bit more, because of fucking marketing. And then you realize marketing is shit. So why are you even paying that much?
Let's put it this way. Still, according to history and according to how the US runs things, Return of the Jedi was a bomb.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's considered a bomb because it didn't make the money that they wanted.
Yep.
Now, if you look at how much money it made a hell of a lot of money, but not
when you adjust it to inflation.
No.
This Disney we're talking about too, so.
Yeah. Well, which was before it was Disney.
So. Right. But I'm saying.
But now, especially Disney would look at that and go,
yeah. Disney would be, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, no, it just, ugh.
Yeah, that's the thing about movies these days. You put too much for too little.
Yeah.
And you're shooting for people who might dig what you put out.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And you're leaving out whole sectors of stuff. It's like saying that, oh, yeah, we're getting the whole pie, and you're just seeing that you're just getting maybe 25% of that pie.
Yeah.
And everybody's calling that the whole pie. And you realize, oh, I didn't realize I'm eating with flakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like pie, just give me the rest. You know, you can have your part, but if you don't want your part, I'll take it too. You know.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, the way US adjusts for that, it's dumb.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. Cleopatra's in the black.
Yep.
There's Cleopatra's in the black right now. It's now making a profit.
Yep.
And that shit was extravagant as fuck. When I was born, they were still paying for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's not a single fantasy film that made that was considered a success.
No.
Excalibur wasn't considered a success.
No. Not even with the Liam Neesons.
Fucking
Crow was bomb.
The Crow's a bomb. Yeah.
I'm thinking Crow, not the Crow. But yeah.
Crow was too.
Mm-hmm. Crow stunk up the joint. Oh.
What else?
You're lucky you're getting sci-fi.
Yeah.
The way it makes money.
Oh yeah.
The people in the back are scared shitless of the genre. That's why you only have 4 people running it.
Last Unicorn, outside of the singing, it was a fantastic film.
I'm not going to show that shit here. See, folks?
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous.
If it doesn't blink and fart in 7 different colors, they don't think you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
And they're wrong.
Like, I think so far the highest grossing, I think still to this day, the highest grossing film was Avatar.
Does it blink? Does it fart in 7 colors?
Unfortunately.
Yep. And we're getting 3 of those motherfuckers. I didn't ask for it. Did you ask for it?
5 of them.
5 of them? Motherfucker.
Yeah, so a lot of people forget about that. So when he announced that he was going to do 2 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
he got a lot of backlash. A lot of it, rightfully so.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "No, you need to go concentrate on other stuff. We don't want more Avatar." And he's like, so on Twitter, he went on and said, "All right, you don't want more Avatar? How about this then? I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you 4 more films. We're gonna get 2 prequels and 2 sequels." Like, motherfucker.
No one's going to watch them. I mean, yeah, someone's going to watch them, but it's not going to be the numbers you're looking for.
No, and I really hope it's not, because if it's not a success, then maybe he'll learn.
That motherfucker don't learn. That motherfucker don't learn. The Spawning was a fucking bomb, and that motherfucker didn't learn. Out of all the Corman School people out there, he's the motherfucker I hate.
And he was the one with the most potential.
Yes.
He
was the chosen one.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Terminator. Terminator 1 and 2 are brilliant films.
Mm-hmm.
And he sold the rights for $1. Because he was
nice
like,
one.
eh.
Yeah,
no.
This. You had, oh shit. What did you have? James Cameron, where are you, motherfucker? I ain't even adding Titanic. Yeah, fuck your Titanic.
No, fuck Titanic. No.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens. Strange Days.
Yeah.
With Cyberpunk. He did the screenplay for Rambo 2. And you want to play with the fucking gadgets. I'm glad that Scorsese said these things are nothing but theme park rides. Motherfuckers got to learn.
Yeah.
You know? Meanwhile, Wally Pfister's trying to do Transcendent, and he can't make a buck.
Yeah. No, he fell under the spell of CGI.
Yeah.
Is this really what happened? Because his practicals were really, really good. And yeah, to this day, because of like the context of where it was used, the CGI in T2 Judgment Day, not bad. It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will look at it. It's like some people will look at it and go, "Well, that's just like that looks like cheesy '90s CGI," and it's like, yeah, but here it makes sense.
It's cheesy '90s CGI. We were still learning that shit.
Yeah,
you know,
but it still looks good because of the fact that he's supposed to be liquid metal. Like that actually works.
Yes.
Then you get and you got the same type of effect in Abyss.
With water.
Still, I admit, good movie. Fuck the fact that he nearly killed one of his actors.
Yeah.
Granted, he would go back to repeat that.
Yes, he would do that on a dime.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why he's another one that, like, for me, he's overrated, and yeah, I don't respect him for the fact that he keeps nearly killing his actors.
Right.
And the way he treats his actors like that, I'm like, no, dude. I get it. Back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
there was nobody to rein in you directors. I get it. Like, Kubrick was a madman. He was a genius, but he was a madman.
Yes.
The shit that he did then would not fly today.
You would have smartphone cam of that shit.
Oh yeah.
You would have recordings of that shit. First-hand accounts on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, how long did it take for if you even though he's an actor, how long did it take for Christian Bale's blow up on the set of Salvation to get released? Not very long.
Nope. It was like a matter of 3 days.
Granted, everything I've discovered about that and researched, he was in the right.
Mm-hmm.
That stagehand had issues and nobody had been reining him in.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd have blown up too.
Yeah, he was doing what was known as going into business for himself. Without an audience. So, but yeah, it would have gone down too fast. Cameron is a shithead, but not only because of the way he treats his actors, he's too busy sucking CGI cock.
Yeah.
To even notice that it's throwing people off.
Yeah.
If you want to do what you want to do, just do cartoons.
You might as well, yeah.
Yeah. Because about a good 3/4 of your movies nowadays is CGI.
Yeah.
I don't.
Besides, Avatar was already made years ago. It was Ferngully.
Right. Ferngully and Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves, Ferngully.
Pocahontas.
At least with Ferngully, we had the Talking Smoke Cloud by Tim Curry.
Tim Curry as Smoke did rock the house, and I'm sad he didn't get the Oscar for that.
Honestly, yeah. That was an awesome performance.
Mm-hmm. But cartoons don't rock like that, so.
No, they've only just recently started to
And
get the appreciation that they do.
no, they don't
deserve.
get the appreciation that they deserve. It's just a gimme award.
Pretty much. But at least they're doing that now. Before that, they wouldn't even acknowledge them.
Right. What the fuck is going on?
I hear that too.
Okay. No, that threw me off. She's murdering somebody. I can hear it. No. Since I deal in rare and obscure features, do you think of any movies or TV shows that you think nobody's ever seen that should be seen? And since we are in the age of boutique labels, should get a DVD or a Blu-ray.
So to this day, I still think, starting off with one that a good amount of people know but never really saw, I do to this day still think that Freddy's Nightmares deserves a release.
It deserves a decent release.
It does. It only got a couple of episodes out on one single DVD.
And that's like the best of compilation, right?
It's literally the first 2 episodes.
Oh, that sucks.
It's literally all it is. It's nothing else. You can find copies of it from that people recorded off of Chiller.
Mm-hmm.
I, for some reason, actually have ones recorded off of not Chiller, but I have ones recorded off of their first release on TV.
Nice.
Yeah, I have the vintage shit.
Right.
So it's not the highest quality in view. You can't. There are times where you look at it and you kind of do squint a bit, but Dude, I got a time capsule. I have news report. Like I have like cutting to like talking like the news from the 80s.
Wow. And what was it on? It was like syndicated.
Oh, syndicated. It was syndication. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
because that's how it
Oh,
started.
girl.
Yeah, it was syndicated. It was syndicated, and
Yeah.
that caused issues
Hmm.
because people started realizing there's some violent and messed up episodes in that.
I think I need to explain some of this. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, I want to say,
Mhm.
but it was still carried on till I think 2000s when a TV channel had too much dead air. They would sell that, and they would sell it to syndications. Well, they wouldn't sell it. They would buy syndicated TV shows to fill up the dead air. Yeah, this went from Freddy's Nightmares to stuff like Friday the 13th, the series, which was a Canadian program, Time Tracks, Kung Fu, The Legend Continues,
Oh God, I forgot about that one.
yeah. Then you got fan favorites like Babylon 5,
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster, Conan.
Conan, yeah.
You had
I
well,
remember Beastmaster the series.
of course you had Cena, you had Hercules, you had Time Tracks, which was a bunch of television movies at the time. You had Forever Night, which died on USA. I don't care what anyone else said. Once USA bought it, it went to shit.
It
Sorry.
had. They tried to bring it back once. They gave it a technical spiritual successor / technically continuity, and that was called Moonlight.
No, Moonlight was just a remake.
It was it was a remake, but it was they're trying to actually bring it back, trying to get audiences interested in it again after Buffy came out.
Like,
you cut off there for a second. What's up?
it wanted to be like Twilight.
It did. I actually did enjoy Moonlight because it was like, oh hey, it tries to be Twilight, but at the same time, oh, there's a lot of blood.
And then you had its rival, New Amsterdam.
Ah, yes.
That was hilarious. I'm a doctor who can't die. I don't know why.
Yep. I watched like an episode of that, and I'm like, I don't think I need to move on.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to stay here. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna actually die.
I mean, if you want to really put the stretch on it, it's technically two series in one, in that it was a remake of Forever Night and Highlander the series.
Yep.
That's another thing that went syndicated. Highlander and the Raven.
Ah, yes.
Highlander's got to be the possibly longest running syndicated series. I could be wrong. That thing went for at least 9-10 seasons. Yeah. And it ended with The Quickening. The movie.
Yeah. We don't like to talk about that.
Well,
The Quickening was the sequel, right? That was the second movie.
No. You're thinking, well, yeah. What did they call it? They had one with Adrian Paul and what's his name together.
Oh, Endgame.
Endgame. It ended with
then we stopped talking about it because nobody likes to acknowledge Highlander the source.
Right. Nobody wants to acknowledge Highlander the cartoon.
That's true.
It's like, whose right mind was to make a cartoon out of this premise?
Canada.
Fucking Canada.
It was, from what I know, it was either Canada or France, but I think it was Canada.
Fucking Canadians. But no one acknowledges The Quickening. Well, no one acknowledges the alien plot in The Quickening. There's like the Renegade cut, and that's canon.
Yeah.
No one acknowledges the source, except for the quote, "No glove, no love."
Yeah.
No one acknowledges the cartoon. But the series was all right. The series was decent.
Yeah, it was. I watched a few episodes of it. I remember that.
Yes, very fun. They even Highlanders, a series, showed that you could take elements from television and bring them into well, not television, elements into movies and bring them into television.
Mhm.
Because you had the Highlander wipe, where you go through a doorway and it turns into another era. You know,
Yeah.
you go through that same doorway, it's present day. But yeah,
But yeah, so of others that honestly I think if you want to talk shows forgotten to time that deserve to be released and acknowledged again, you really got to look at like one of your biggest sources would definitely be the Fox syndication,
yeah, definitely.
because they tried so many things. One in particular, I would say one that you introduced me to. I still need to sit down and watch it, but everything I read on it was like, oh shit, I need to watch this. I might watch that this year actually.
That was Key West, wasn't it?
Brimstone.
Brimstone. Yes.
Brimstone deserves at least a box set release with like talk of like how this happened.
Mm-hmm. Brimstone was okay, kids. Back in my day, in 1992, 93, X-Files was the shit. Everybody was coming home Friday to watch the X-Files. Mm-hmm. Think this guy right here too.
Anyway, X-Files, man.
What had happened was what's his name? David Duchovny marries Talioni and moves down to LA, and he says he ain't moving. So what they do is they move the production all the way to LA. And with that, they scheduled from Friday to Sunday. So you didn't need to worry about going home and watching. So you had this hole in Friday that everybody was trying to fill out. And there was like season after season of a series that tried to fill these positions, and they couldn't make it.
Nope.
Brimstone was one of them. The premise was a cop, a damn good detective who was killed because of vigilantes and brought back to Earth to hunt down 99 souls and to bring them back to hell.
Yep.
And we weren't just talking run-of-the-mill time track shit. This stuff went dark.
Oh yeah, some of the souls actually like. Granted, it's like, oh yeah, this is the shit that they did back in the day, but now when they escaped,
Mm-hmm.
they made a better life. They actually started like there was one episode that deals with trying to get the soul of like some Nazi doctor or like Nazi scientist. He became a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
a very damn good doctor, like
Mm-hmm.
revered, and it's like, well, fuck, I still got to bring him back. Like, do you just go with, well, he was a Nazi? Like,
Mm-hmm. I think one of them was a child.
yes, one of them was a child.
So you had to get these souls, but they were always set in these moral quandaries.
Yep.
Right? Matter of fact, thinking about it, I think there should just be like this huge box set for all the Feld series that were part of. They call it the Friday 8.
I think that would work.
Friday,
Yeah.
It was always shown Friday night at 8. Fox
Yep.
should put those out. You had Key West, you had Strange Luck, VR9. I want to say Dark Angel, but they moved that to Sunday.
which already has its box sets.
Which
so-
already has its box sets. But we're talking about the one that only made it like a season. Millennium has its own box sets.
Yeah, because it lasted like 3 seasons.
3 seasons. Strange World, I think it was called. I could be wrong. Had a season on the 8th. There was every year from like 94, 93, 94 to like I want to say 2002 had almost one season shows. That the exceptions being Millennium and Dark Angel.
It's still happening.
It's still happening, but that was back in my day. That was the thing to focus on. Who was going to fill that spot?
Mm-hmm.
That spot seemed golden, and we didn't realize it lost its gold until 2002. That's when we started really saying, "Was that really golden?
Yeah.
Or was that just a fluke?" You know.
Like I look at shows like I also believe Freaky Links deserves to get a release.
I think that was Freaky Links on Fox?
Oh, it was Fox.
Was it on the 8th?
I think it was. It was one of the 2000 series. I remember that.
Yeah. It was on the 8th. Yeah. So that would probably be in the box set.
It's one of those ones that gets brought up by if you watch the 4th season episode 1 of Family Guy, and they bring up the joke about the fact how they got canceled and everything, and then they say it's like we've been replaced. The Fox is trying all these new things, and we've been replaced. And they go through a list of these shows.
Yeah,
and every one of those is a real show.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of them you go, that's a stupid name. It's like that was a real show.
A real show.
Like that was The Street. That was a real show.
That was early 80s. No, that was late 80s. It was when they would start doing shows, and Street turned into 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. There was a lot. Yeah, no, they just start going to talk about all these shows, especially like just the ones that just came out at that time, which was like 2001, 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh my God, do you think we'll make it? Do you think we'll have a chance? Well, if all those shows go down the tubes, then I think we'll have a shot. And that happened.
Yeah.
And it's sad. Freaky Links is one of the ones they bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was death there. There was a lot of show. They name drop Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, Firefly found its fan base.
Found its fan base?
Well, it found its cult fan base. That's for damn sure.
Well, it's nice fun, but it didn't survive a season.
No, it didn't, unfortunately. But I think because it found that fan base,
it got a movie. Yeah,
it got a movie. It got a box set. It got a whole shit ton behind the scenes.
Right.
So it doesn't really count for that. It does count, but it becomes a golden exception.
What you're saying is it rose from the ashes to become something different.
Yep.
Okay.
A bunch of comic books that actually continue the story. Like a lot of stuff like that. So while it didn't last a season and it ain't coming back ever, they've made a point of that. Like some of them want to, but others are like, I don't. It's done. Like, we can't. But yeah, no, it's one of those ones that at least it's still got acknowledgement. Freaky Links didn't get acknowledgement. Brimstone did not get acknowledgement.
Strange Luck didn't get acknowledgement.
Oh.
Nowhere Man. Nowhere Man. Wait, no, that got 2 seasons. That was on the UPN, wasn't it?
I believe so, actually. I don't know.
Strike that then.
Yeah. God, what else? X-Files spinoff, Lone Gunman.
Lone Gunman, yes. The other X-Files spinoff.
Yeah, the other X-Files spinoff. I loved Lone Gunman.
Lone Gunman was interesting, but no one wanted to put anything behind it.
Nobody wanted to put anything behind it, and then of course, timing for one of those episodes.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well.
No.
Nah, not at all. But yeah, as you said, when they were rattling that was my whole childhood.
Mhm.
You know, I grew up when Fox started in '87, when they were just showing Batman, and like, Fox back in the day, before they started showing real programming, was like MeTV.
Mhm.
They were showing the stuff that they had, and then you had Werewolf come out, you had 21 Jump Street come out, a couple other series, which, oh, he went dark. We can't see you.
Oops, sorry.
There we go.
Yeah. Trying to, oh, hang on, I can open up a new window. I was going to send you the link.
Fox became notorious for the land of one-hit wonders because they did not want to put any kind of backing behind something unless they felt that it would work. And even then, stuff would happen behind the scenes that would kill other series. Space Above and Beyond was a decent series for 2 seasons. Then the guy who wanted to make it Dawson's Creek in space becomes head of Fox channel and cuts that shit off. He was being vindictive bitch.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, welcome to Fox TV.
Oh, yeah. No, they are notorious.
The only thing probably solid that came out of that early era was Joe Bob Briggs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
honestly surprised Joe Bob lasted as long as he did.
Yeah, that gig he did for Front Page in Fox got him the gig for the movie channel. And here he is today. So
yep.
The rest is history. But yeah, out of the first old crew, he's like the only one still maintaining television credentials of some sort.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, series and movies I wish would be out on DVD or Blu-ray. Tour of Duty, definitely. That is like a recreation of Vietnam with your favorite that guys of the 80s. You know?
Yeah.
Like you would watch movies and you're like, hey, I've seen that guy somewhere. It would be a bunch of that guys with Kevin Conroy fighting Charlie. And they got like good ingredient for it. I'm trying to think who was in it. Oh, fuck me. I'm not very good with names. Hold with me, folks. Tour. All I know is Kevin Conroy did a season.
Also, here you go, Roy. There's the, if you want to play it, there's the clip.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let me get it. All right, let me copy, paste. Copy link. Let's go to our handy dandy split screener. Let's paste that. Never mind the smoke alarm. Because, you know, barometric pressure affects the monoxide levels for some reason. Don't ask me why. Let's add that fucker. And here we go. Full screen that. And yes, YouTube, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm running it.
Everybody, I got bad news. We've been canceled.
Oh, no. Peter, how could they do that?
Well, unfortunately, Lois, there's just no more room on the schedule. We've just got to accept the fact that Fox has to make room for terrific shows like Dark Angel, Titus, Undeclared, Action, That 80s Show, Wonder Falls, Fast Lane, Andy Richter Controls the
Fast
Universe,
That's
Skin,
like
Girls
Skin.
Club, Cracking Up, The Pits, Firefly, Get Real, Freaky Links, Wanda at Large, Costello, The Lone Gunman, A Minute with Stan Hooper, Normal Ohio, Pasadena, Harsh Realm, Keen Eddie,
Harsh Realm, I was
The
going
Street,
for
American Embassy, Cedric the Entertainer,
Container.
Hick,
it.
Louie,
Oui.
and Greg the Bunny.
Is
Yep.
that all?
Mhm.
Well, I suppose if all those shows go down the tubes, we might have a shot.
And they did.
And they did, yeah.
Every last one of them.
Oh yeah. Most of the names he ratted off were from the late 80s, early 90s. Except for like Andy Richter. You forgot
And there, yeah, Andy Richter,
Richter.
Greg the Bunny.
me.
Oh god, yeah, dude, I actually really liked The Pits. It was a funny show to me.
Yeah.
It was all about a family that had just ridiculous bad luck,
Mm-hmm.
and horrible things would happen to them, and I mean like horrible things.
Yes.
There's one point where the daughter has like I wanted to say what happened was their water heater explodes or something, and the pipe just goes right through her head. She survives, but it like goes right through her head, and they just make a point of the fact that she just has a hole in her head for like the rest of the episode.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, no, I fucking loved that show. It didn't make it past I think like 8 episodes, and some of those episodes didn't. It was so technically it had a full half season.
Mm-hmm.
Half of those episodes didn't release.
Right.
Someone out there has them.
And you better cough them up right now.
Yeah. Give them a full
things are
release.
going to get difficult.
Like one that really shocked me, which wasn't even Fox, but like really shocked me that I actually even have the box set, is God, the Devil, and Bob.
That was Fox.
No, was it? I thought it was
was?
CBS or NBC. It was one of the two.
No, Doug, Devil, and Bob. That was, I believe, was Fox. It was one of the Friday 8. I want to think it's the Friday 8. I could be wrong. Bob.
Yeah, God, the Devil, and Bob.
God, the Devil, and Bob. I wouldn't be surprised if two of the bigger name channels produced it. God, the Devil, and Bob. Who put this out? One season. Yes, but who put this out? Stop hiding. Full cast and crew.
Because I remember it was around the same time that they suddenly did like an animated show for Dilbert and Baby
UPN.
Blues and stuff like that.
That had to be UPN then.
It might have been, but I remember it showing on fucking CBS at the time.
NBC Studios.
NBC, that's what it was. NBC.
Casey Werner. Garcia Werner. Wow.
Yeah, God, the Devil, and Bob is a good show, and honestly, I will probably get us to sit down and watch that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, while it only got its one season, season 2 was going to be something very interesting.
Yeah. Another little thing about syndication, folks, it took the place of the late night wars before the late night wars happened. So, if you were my age at the time, you got to see some of the syndicated series. You got to see stuff like Friday the 13th, the series, and Tour of Duty, and Silk Stockings before I went to USA, and something called Dark Justice, which is like Punisher in the judge's robe. Yeah, it's the first season had the guy from Reanimator in it, Not that guy, the other guy. I can't think of his name right now. I'm bad with names, folks. Forgive me. You know, it wasn't the question. It was the other guy. Well, I think it's Brown or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he did that for first season. Then I think Derry Suave did the second season. Could be wrong. But yeah, it was about a vigilante group led by Punisher and Rogue. You know. Then you had a Carl Weathers, and if you're real lucky and you stayed up Saturday night after Dark Justice was Justice Street with Carl Weathers, and a guy was doing kung fu. It's hilarious as it sounds. Oh man, see if I can find. I think it's Street Justice. It was called. Yeah, here we go. A lot of syndicated series should get their own box sets, and they probably do, but it's really shitty.
Yeah, they've started giving some of them box sets, but yeah, no, they deserve like a decent box set. Like, I want to see behind the scenes.
Right.
Like, I know behind the scenes for Freddy's Nightmares exist.
Oh yeah, definitely get behind the scenes for that. Behind the scenes for Babylon 5.
Yeah. Which behind the scenes, which Babylon 5 did get its own. It got like.
Oh yeah, after TNT bought it up, shit, yeah.
6 box sets, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the 5 seasons and you have the movie, the movies.
Right. This is how ridiculous. This is how ridiculous syndicated was. Wait. Oh, come on, you're ruining it.
Yeah, picture's freezing.
This is why I don't like running on you. Hold on, I gotta restart it.
Yeah, I noticed that happening with the Family Guy clip.
Yeah. But no, it is this intro is one of the most ridiculous in syndicated. It's one of the best. Don't do this to me. There we go. This is like on the tail end of Equalizer, Hunter seasons, and you're just gonna stop there. It shows up there. It hands up and it says "Straight Justice."
Classic.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get it. There we go.
Yep. Oh, it's on the street. Yep, it's on the street signs.
Street Justice. Yeah. It's like retarded, but you're like, yeah, this is popcorn retarded. You know.
Dude, I think I've actually seen an episode of this.
Yeah, it's so freaking ridiculous. I mean, Carl Weathers does the footwork and the white guy does all the kung fu work and shit. It's hilarious. Don't get me with this kung fu bullshit. You know.
Well, because you brought up with me, you brought up Mantis with me.
Mantis, yes, that was another part of the Friday 8.
Which did actually have its ending, apparently, but
not the way they wanted it to end, because it was
no. Yeah, it ends with them dying. It's like
yeah.
But
not dying to an invisible Tyrannosaurus.
Invisible Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, you brought this up, and I was like, wait, Mantis, why does that sound familiar? And then you showed me, like, I think either like a commercial for it, or you showed me just like a picture for it. And I was like, holy shit, I watched this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had completely forgotten that it existed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a TV movie for Fox at first, and then like, let's do a couple seasons.
Yeah.
And then do a couple seasons of it, and it's like, we don't like how it's getting these numbers. It's not the numbers we want. It's not X-Files numbers. Let's just end it.
Yeah.
But we got another whole season ready. Just end it.
Yeah. Nowadays, the comparison is like, oh, it's not making numbers that The Simpsons and Family Guy are making. It's like, oh, shut up.
Those are different numbers.
Those are completely different numbers and completely different shows.
Completely different countries are making those numbers go.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'd like to put a lot of syndicated movies on box sets and just cover the ridiculous of them, and then do the Friday 8 with the seasoned series. Call it maybe the Fox Graveyard or something.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Like if I knew how to clean this stuff up, like if I could, because I can, just like you, you're definitely my source outside of whatever I can get to nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just like you, we archive.
Yeah,
we got a lot of this shit. We got a lot of this shit that most of you people probably don't even know exists.
I think we archive different things.
We do. I have a wide variety of my archive.
Mm-hmm. He collects. 1 point. Okay, he collects. I collect for different reasons. I try to keep it going until some reason, disc media takes a hold of it and cleans it up and restores it to where it is right now.
Oh yeah, and when they do that, then I buy it. That's what I do. I've slowly but surely I've been like replacing my archive with like legit sets.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
But yeah, no. If I had a way for some of these ones, like it's already been explained. Like in the case of Freddy's Nightmares, there's too much red tape around it.
Yeah.
Too many people with too many fingers in the pie, and nobody wants to openly release it.
Or in the case of Crime Story, the follow-up to Miami Vice, there's too many licensing issues.
Yep.
With the music, they had.
Oh yeah.
When when Blue Underground released the series, they had to replace a bunch of the music.
Oh yeah.
In order to play it, so you'd get like you would get the song, but it would be done by cover bands.
Mm.
So it'd sound different. They'd play it on a different key, But I have hope they will put a Blu-ray out of Crime Story and they'll have the licensing issues all figured out. Because that's a decent film. This decent series that is another Dead series.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't get its due. It was about Chicago cops chasing mafia figures in 50s America. So it went from like Chicago down to Las Vegas, down to LA, down to Area 51.
Yeah.
And this is Michael Mann, folks. This is the guy who gives you Thief, who inspires Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, you. But yeah, definitely want to see a Blu-ray of that. Any movies, tons of movies I would like to see. I would like to see proper restorations of Soviet films. I'd like to see proper restorations of Cambodian films. There's too many to mention, too many to find,
It's only like 3 episodes of Nightmare Cafeteria or Nightmare Cafe.
Hey, that was
Nightmare Cafe, which had its parody in recognition to The Simpsons with Nightmare Cafeteria.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Nightmare Cafe. Yeah.
That went too soon.
Way too soon. It only had like 3 episodes.
Well, you know what happened during the time, right?
What happened during the time?
The Kuwait invasion, Desert Storm. So they didn't even have a chance.
Nope.
So they could have brought it back, but they didn't for some reason. Don't know why.
Yeah, that deserved it.
talk to the adoring public while I try to shut up my alarm.
Yes. Well then, as he tries to deal with that by I don't know, he's probably going to try and knock you at it with a broom or something. Yeah, no, there's plenty of series that deserve a release. And syndication is a messy business. One of the worst offenders you'll have for why something can't get released is the company Viacom. Yeah, Viacom is actually a reason why Freddy's Nightmares won't be released. What else is there? There's plenty. I'm surprised Tales from the Dark Side got a release. Honestly, like that shocked me. What else? God, there's plenty of them. Just look them up, and you like look up canceled TV shows and stuff like that, or shows that didn't make it past the season. You'll find quite a few, especially during the 80s and 90s. You'll get your handful during the 2000s, but it's 80s and 90s were like the worst offenders for that. We forgot to mention that the funny thing about Mantis is this was created by Sam Raimi. That Sam Raimi, yes, the same one who gave us Evil Dead. For those of you who are newer, I guess, younger, the original Spider-Man trilogy, and plenty of others. Yeah, no, he wanted to do his own comic book series. He wanted to do something related to comic book heroes. So he created his own hero and made this series.
We talking Darkman?
No, I went back to Mantis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Sam Raimi.
That was Sam Raimi. Yes, I know this.
Yeah. No, I brought up part of the reason why syndication is such a messy business is because people have to deal half the time with Viacom.
Yeah.
Viacom is actually legitimately part of the reason why Freddy's Nightmares will not get a release. I was shocked when I found a fucking release of when I found out that they had finally released Tales from the Dark Side. Because Viacom gripped that one tight.
Yep. You could not get a copy of it on VHS around the late 80s, early 90s. And even when he came into DVD, you had to wait till like 2005.
Yeah, I only just recently found the complete box set of it. Like, because they were releasing, I did find the seasons floating around.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, they have a complete box set, which is what you and I will be searching through.
Got it.
But
Cool.
yeah, I also figure we'll do Brimstone.
Yeah, Brimstone's all right. I would love to hit Millennia.
That will be a project of itself. Like,
yeah.
I feel we should definitely hit Millennium at the same time as we delve deeper into X-Files.
Yeah, we could do that. Because Millennium didn't get the rightful coverage it deserved. Mainly because of the Friday at 8.
Yep.
Yeah, I know I'm bringing this up as a mantra, the Friday 8. But that was like the golden hour at the time.
It was.
That made or break you. And it broke many that didn't need to be broke.
Oh, no.
But yeah, definitely cover Millennia, what they were covering. Because that was technically a spin-off of X-Files.
It was. It followed a character who was introduced.
But he wasn't introduced. He wasn't in the series. It was a line of thinking that the showrunner wanted to do, but he knew he couldn't cover it all in the X-Files, so he did this spin-off. And then they tied it in later.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The Lance Hendricks character originally was supposed to, but he said, nah, man, let's do this as a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
And this was during the time, I think, Silence of the Lambs was starting to get popular. Everybody was doing their own Mindhunter TV series or movie.
Yeah.
That's another box set that should be happening. All the series that were based off of the premise of M. Night Shyamalan's what's it? Oh shit! I See Dead People.
Oh, Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. Yes. Oh my God, there was like a whole fucking mess of them.
There were too many.
There
were way too many. I remember this.
Way too many, and they follow the same fucking premise. I remember one time I told a girlfriend of mine, if this starts up with trying to find a kid after killing his molester, I'm gonna fucking scream. Bang! We gotta find this kid. Ah!
Yep.
I'm sorry, folks, but you look at all the fucking Sixth Sense wannabe series, except for like the Ghost Whisperer. I don't know if Ghost Whisperer did that same premise, but it's fuck you.
Kinda. Like it wasn't. It kind of. Well, Ghost Whisperer, I think it found its own footing. Really, it.
Well, yeah, I found its own footing. I'm talking about when it started. What the pilot episode was about.
Oh, that I don't remember. That I don't remember at all.
I know every motherfucking pilot episodes of these fucking I See Dead People cop movie. We killed him last year, and we gotta find the kid in 24 hours, or he'll die. He or she will die. It's usually a he. It's like, am I in Groundhog Day? Did I just wake up and we just came into another reality? Or we did the same premise but with different actors.
It's felt that way.
But no, that was like late 90s, early 2000s. Everybody was throwing up a TV series like that. It was ridiculous. So ridiculous. But yeah, I gotta collect all those pilot episodes. Just compare them, see what little differences they had. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a drink.
He's going to grab a drink. We'll take him down, and I'm going to say, hey, folks, let's check out there is a certain documentary I want to cover, and I want to make sure it's got streaming rights. So let's see where its Kickstarter fund is. Kick up. Come on, kick up. It's the Dons of Disco, and it is at $16,000 of its 50,000 go, and you've got until the 18th. We're at the 4th. Come on, folks. Let's get this thing to at least 2,500. It's a decent documentary that covers a scandal, a hilarious scandal.
He was number 1. Michael Jackson was number 2.
Check that out.
He was the face of Italo disco.
For 30 years,
Play a little bit of that.
He's been lip syncing.
I'm here today to tell you that I am the singer of all Dan Harrow's greatest hits.
There's 2 parts, okay?
Dan fans and Tom Hooker.
I was born Tom Hooker and changed my name because my wife didn't want to become Mrs. Hooker.
30 years ago, he gave the voice for De Niro. The artistic career of Tom suffered a lot.
Loro dovrebbero ringraziare me. Avevo un'immagine molto hard e nessuno può portarmelo via.
I want people to know that I sang those songs.
It sounds exactly like Dan Harrow.
We wrote the song. He didn't do anything. Nothing.
Ho fatto circa 3.000 concerti. What's happening in Las Vegas rest in Las Vegas, no?
As we get older, we become more reflective about our past. We ask ourselves, was it enough?
We're not allowed to sing our own songs. There's a war going on.
It's great that they can all go out and kind of put all the negativity aside.
That's the trailer, folks. Put some money in that ducat. Put it in. If you want to see this film, it's definitely something to check out on streaming. And I'll definitely cover it on a future Starlight podcast. Definitely would like to cover it. So let's do it. Let's make this thing a reality, folks. In other news, we'll be covering Policio Tesci in our latest Starlight podcast. And so much more. He's still not here. He's taking a long drink of water, folks. That's why I like to hydrate myself. And if you got any suggestions of movies you want us to cover on the Starlight, be sure to send us some mail at the Starlight Podcast at protonmail.com. We'd love to hear you. We'd love to know you're watching. We'd love to have some sort of don't mind that. I did not know that was going to happen. That is the sacrifice you have to make while living in the boonies. Sorry, folks. It happens. Karaoke. What else? What else is new? Why do I look like a interesting? I'm funny looking. Oh, man. But yeah, Syndicated was a wild 5 years. At least a good 5 years, 10 years. Went from, I want to say, 87, 88 to 98. It's when it was at its strong spot. When it was at a strong part before every good syndicated series was bought up by USA and ruined, to be quite well. They ruined Forever Night because they wanted to put their 2 cents into it, and it was ruining them. They did Tech War, made that in this series. They didn't understand what made it great as TV movies and ruined that. I think they tried to impart Alien Invasion into that. What else did they buy? Silk Stockings was the only one that actually survived. So they went through 11 seasons, if you didn't count syndication. And if you did count syndication, then that's about 14, 15 seasons. That was amazing. That's amazing stuff that happened. God damn. Oh, speak of the devil. We were afraid you drowned yourself. And we have no audio.
There we go.
Speak, Wakami, speak. Good dog.
Sit, Boo Boo, sit. Bad dog. No, my brakes have been having problems. So she finally talked to my brother about him taking care of it. Yeah, he found out, I guess, when she told him, like, yeah, no, we went to Lamb's Automotive, which is this place down the street. And he's like, yeah, let me guess. They flat out told you your brakes were bad. Like, yeah. And like, they wanted, like, by the end of everything with like the labor and everything, they wanted like $700. And he's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
So not only were her shoes metal, they had to replace the whole braking unit.
Pretty much is what they're trying to.
Shoes is its nickname for pads.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, it's my car.
Oh, you were running your pads off.
I am running my pads off. So I'm taking it by his place tomorrow morning to have him take a look and see if like the whole thing needs replacing. And either way, it ain't gonna be no $700. He'll take care of it.
Okay, good.
But it'll be a couple of days before he can do that. It's just he needs to take a look at it tomorrow. So
you're gonna be running a death trap for the next couple of days.
Have been for the past couple months.
Might as well call yourself Stuntman Bob.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh God, and don't even get me started when it rains.
It only happens when it rains.
Is it just like, oh hey, I'm gonna take this turn? Oh no.
Leeds Racer.
Yeah. I'm gonna start driving now. I'm gonna go forward. No.
Suddenly you hear the intro for R-Type or Racer D.
Yes. Initial D. Oh shit.
See, I'm with the cool kids.
Oh man.
Hello, fellow children.
Hello, my fellow teenagers.
No, while you were gone, I showed them the Kickstarter for Dons of Disco, and then I talked about how wild the syndicated era was. Because you would see Friday the 13th on a Saturday morning around 12 noon because they needed to fill the spot. Especially in the South when there's no football. Hell yeah. You know, they weren't.
You know when Freddy's Nightmares was premiering, and this is what got them in trouble?
What was it?
It was 3 p.m.
3 p.m?
Like between 1 and 3 p.m. during the week.
What?
I think it was like a Thursday.
That's the station's fault. That's not.
Yeah. Oh, that was definitely the station. Yeah, and that's what got them all of this attention, and it was negative attention.
Now I can understand something like
because it was the sex ed episode.
Ooh,
that got the most attention. Yeah, the one that already had to be edited severely.
Yeah. No, I could see something like Dark Justice being on 3 p.m, and that's a little bit raunchy, you know.
Yeah.
But Freddy's Nightmares, no way, man.
No.
Monsters. No, not Freddy's Nightmares, not Monsters, not Tales from the Dark Side.
No. The only time you'll see that during the day is these days now if it's on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, and they were doing a marathon.
Yeah, I was watching that during the mornings and shit. I was enjoying that, but no way in hell during its original release would you see it during those times.
No. You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not even the super edited Tales from the Crypt, which went syndicated.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
A part of me is like morbidly curious what that was like.
It's what you expected.
Yeah, I don't think I could put up with it.
That
sounds way too edited.
30 minutes down to like 22 minutes.
Because, well, each episode, Tales from the Crypt, each episode is about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cut down even more. Holy shit.
You got to make it at least 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, if you really edited it, it'd be 30 minute, or 28-minute piece.
Yeah, because on top of that, there's so much in Tales from the Crypt that you couldn't get away with on regular television.
Right. So you ended up looking like WNUF holiday special. I mean, Halloween special. You get like 2 minutes of action, and then you get a bunch of advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. They tried to do The Hitchhiker syndicated, but it didn't work because they would all turn into 13-minute episodes. Yeah. That was retarded. USA picked it up, and they did the whole thing uncut, which is awesome. Hitchhiker kids, that's how you start them. That's how you start them, yeah. Yeah, that's how I started Hitchhiker. Granted, they're cheesy now, but back then they were like, what the fuck? You know? They were more what the fuck than Tales from the Crypt, let me tell you. But, yeah, with syndication, it didn't matter where they were putting you. They were just paying your bills, and you were making more.
Yeah.
You know, you got to the point where you're buying licenses. So you had RoboCop the series, you had Highlander the series, you had Kung Fu the series, you had Alien Nation the series.
So I heard RoboCop was really not good.
Depending on what your expectations was of that. If you wanted the movie RoboCop, you were sadly mistaken. All right. It wasn't not going to be the movie RoboCop. They tried to keep the essence of it going, and you could see it trying, but it wasn't as on the nose as it was supposed to.
So RoboCop 3.
Ish.
A dumbed down RoboCop 3. Damn.
No, it was still. I don't want to say it's bad because it was on television.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hope for being bad because it was on television, but they at least tried to keep it at that element. So, yeah, it looked awful, but they were at least trying.
All right. At least they were trying.
You know, I mean, where else are you going to get Roddy Piper playing a childhood superhero trying to clear his name from wrongfully being blamed for a wrongful murder he didn't commit? Realizing, oh shit, this guy cracked and he really thinks he's the superhero. That's one of those episodes.
That's about right. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look for that.
You were not going to see an AI freak out due to cyber viruses, unless you're watching RoboCop the series, because that happens. They got an AI being played by an actress, and she's like acting like there's ants all over her, and it's cyber viruses.
Mm.
So you're not gonna get that. It tries to play out. Yeah, it kind of fails, but at least tries. It just does it one season.
And again, at least tried.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen ones where they're like, okay, we're going to bring this to TV, and we're just not going to try.
Conan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matthias, but it was bad. It was bad, man.
Like, I'll give a pass to fucking Beastmaster. At least it was entertaining.
Yeah. There was an Aladdin too, wasn't there? There was an Aladdin series. I want to say there was a Sinbad series.
Sinbad, yes. The Voyages of Sinbad, yes. I remember that. I actually really liked it.
They did like Sinbad, Xena, and Hercules.
Yep, that was the trifecta. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sinbad only lasted like a couple seasons, and then the rest was history. But yeah, that's if there was the mark of the ending of syndication, it would be Sinbad and Xena. Maybe Kung Fu: The Legend Continues, because that ran on until 9 seasons, I believe.
Was there a box set released for Jack of All Trades?
I don't think there was there might have been, but it was probably Mill Creek, so I'm not expecting much from it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Briscoe County Jr. got a very damn good box set, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, it has, like, it's worth its price. I almost picked it up, but something else caught my attention at the time.
Tits.
Probably. Very probable.
Yes. But yeah, they got Briscoe County got a box set. I know Hercules got a box set. Xena probably got a box set.
They got multiple box sets. I know that.
Yeah. Jack of All Trades probably, but it's probably Mill Creek, so I'm iffy about that.
Which sucks because I remember Jack of All Trades. That was fun. Did you freeze? Okay, there we go. Your picture froze a bit.
It happens. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jack of All Trades. That was a fun one because I can't hate Bruce Campbell ever.
No.
The man just has fun.
Mm-hmm. Jack of All Trades.
In Hercules, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Briscoe County too, man.
Oh, Briscoe County, yeah, he had so much fun with that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that Jack of All Trades should have been a lot longer series if it wasn't the times, because it was released during the times when syndication was dying. We had cable networks, and everybody would pay more money for infomercials than anything else. That's another thing I missed. Late night TV on your syndicated stations.
Yeah.
We're not talking about your late show, folks. We're talking about Night at the Apollo. We're talking about Kung Fu Theater. We're talking about Weird Ass Cinema. We're talking about your midnight hosts. We're talking, hey, we've got these 4 or 5 hours we've got to fill up.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to fill it up without turning off the damn station? I know. We've got these collection of movies we got out of our 3 stations that they don't use anymore. Let's run the shit out of them. That's where I come in, folks. That's where I was born. I was born in the drive-in. I was born in late night TV. I was that motherfucker who had a nice black and white TV hiding under his bed, and if he couldn't sleep, he would turn it on with the blankets open. and watch that shit low, really low.
Yeah.
If it had a headphone jack, I would be plugged in with the 70s style headphones, because I knew for a fact the 80s styles didn't work for some reason. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But I had the big old clunking cans. Yeah, that was me.
So I grew up in the 90s, but the thing for me was and I think I got a much different experience from a lot of people because I grew up in Alaska.
Alaska, yeah.
So a lot of people didn't have cable. A lot of people didn't have any of that stuff. We couldn't afford it. So you would just have to work with the local channels, which would constantly merge with other stations. That's how I discovered a lot of the stuff that was on UPN, because UPN and Fox made a merger in Alaska.
Right.
So halfway through the day would be UPN. And then like middle of the night would be UPN.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's how I ended up seeing all of these things. And yeah, I was that kid who would stay up late at night and just with the TV down low, because I had a TV in my own room, just watching this stuff.
Yep.
That's how I discovered all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced to Hercules and Xena and all that, and I absolutely adored them. I still do. And then I found Jack of All Trades. I found Briscoe County. I found all of these things that, like, I discovered Bruce Campbell before I realized who Bruce Campbell was. And I realized I like this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew Bruce Campbell's distant cousins. Distant cousins. You know, people would say, "Oh, I'm cousins with this guy." I'm like, "Who is this guy?" Watch this. What the fuck is this? Oh, that guy. I saw him on the Late Show in '87. That guy. Man, this shit's bloodier than I expected. Why are there tits?
Yep.
Sort of like with the Demon Warp. I saw that, but I forgot there was tits because I was turning it on and off in the middle of the night, trying to keep my aunt from waking up.
Yep.
So if I heard any kind of noise, boom. Wait a couple minutes. Boom.
Yep. Classic. Yeah.
Wait 5 minutes. Oh shit, there's a noise. Boom. Boom. Well, if it was at our residence where we were staying at the time, I could just put it on the VCR and record that shit. I wouldn't have to worry.
Yeah.
But I was at my aunt's place, so it was a little bit trickier. And I had insomnia at the time. You know, so what was I going to do? Look at a big field and watch semi trucks pass by? No. I'm seeing it on USA. Up all night. You know?
Yeah, no, I grew up in the night.
Another institution you youngins sorely missed out on, and I'm sad that you did. That shit was amazing.
I did get to see some of that stuff. I do remember some of those things when those channels would show up while we were there.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I may have grown up a 90s kid, but I've realized a long time ago I was an 80s kid at heart.
Right.
Like 80s, all of that stuff that you got. Damn, dude.
I know. The demon came up. I'm holding down the Wolfman.
Yeah, all of that stuff that you got to grow up with, that you like, all those experiences. I got like a lesser version of those experiences, but like that would have been, I would have adored it back in the day. I would have grown up. I would look back on all of that fondly.
If there's things I'm jealous that you guys have that I didn't have, it's the amazing T-shirt outlets. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know how Monster Squad, you had Stephen King Live shirt. I wanted that shirt. We didn't have those facilities at the time. I had to wait 20 fucking years to buy a shirt like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or a Flynn's shirt.
Oh, dude, I have a friend who's been collecting T-shirts of like classic scenes from 80s comics.
Oh yeah.
These shirts get expensive, but oh my god, there are so many of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's just these outlets for this now. And they look fantastic too. It's the art from the 80s from like the 80s comics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one that he's looking at right now that's Venom attacking Black Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Where they get her suit, she's like on the ground and her suit's all like torn up and stuff, and Venom's like over her with like the tongue hanging and everything. It's like, and I looked at it and I was like, this is like classic art. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like what it's depicting is fucked up, but it's still.
To me, that's art. Let me play you Huey Lewis in the news. I leave the studio for the ladies. But yeah, no, you got the amazing shirt outlets. Boutique labels were a thing at the time, but they were very, very hard to get into because you needed money at the time, and I didn't have money at the time. You know, but also you had to be like part of the scene to actually get addresses to these companies, and they would make really bad rips of these movies. It was like the fourth composure recordings, so you would get like the tracking issues of the first recording, you know.
Yeah.
But you didn't give a shit because you had the movie, and that's all that mattered, you know. And then you had DVD coming out, and that was sort of ruin your dreams because you had to buy into this new format. That made you like, fuck. And the worst part of it is you couldn't record over it. You couldn't record it like you would usually do with the VHS wink wink, you know? Yeah. So you were heartbroken of that until you bought a DVD player at a decent rate. The Blu-ray happens, you're like, motherfucker.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I remember the death of VHS to DVD. DVD and God, what was the other one that they were trying to do at the time?
DVD was a singularity. It wasn't like VHS and Betamax. Blu-ray and HD.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was sort of like VHS and Betamax.
DVD and Laserdisc, I think, were one of the two.
No,
Laserdisc.
DVD evolved from Laserdisc.
That's right.
DVD was the kid brother of Laserdisc.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember. Yeah, and now currently, there's this fight with the 4K.
Fuck that.
I don't deal with it.
Fuck that. It's a gimmick.
It really is. I'm getting this. I've looked at it. It's like, oh yeah, you get the 4K version, which has like 2 extra features on the discs. That I look at it and I go, those aren't worth it. I'm getting the same amount of features here on the regular Blu-ray, and sometimes even more.
Right.
I'm like, I don't need to see some of these movies in 4K resolution.
Right. Unless you could put me in the movie, motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
Like one of the experiences that I like to bring up. I watched like when I first got to really see what a real D HD TV could do. I watched. I went over to a friend's house who had that TV, and we popped in Freddy vs. Jason. Right. It looked like a soap opera. that was the level of camera we were working with at this point because of the real D. It messed it up bad. The dream sequences looked horrible.
Like they were like live.
Yeah. There were points where I could see how they did the effect, and it wasn't very good at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It made CGI look really, really bad.
Right.
Like I've gone back and watched Mom and I experienced this. Netflix suddenly had like the entire series of dinosaurs. Not the Mama show.
Yeah, I know that.
And we watched the first episode because we barely remembered it. And we're watching this, but it's on on one of those HD Real D HD TVs. And I'm just looking at it going like, this is bad. I can see every seam. I can see how everything works, and I can see that costume didn't quite work right. Like this is bad. I'm like, I don't ever want to watch any of this stuff in this high definition ever again.
Yeah,
it ruined the magic.
I'm with you. How? That's the question. How in depth, how detailed do you want your camera?
Yeah.
And I think 4K just ruins it because you can't. As you said, you're seeing the seams, you're seeing how the effects work, you're seeing where the CGI really doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to see the cake makeup on our actor's face? Not really.
No.
Not really. You can tell where the guy's got the zit on his forehead. I don't need that shit.
Well, they're like, the biggest problem is that they're going back and re-releasing all of this stuff in these definitions.
Mm-hmm.
And when the further back you go, the less this stuff was made for any kind of HD.
Right.
It was never made with HD in mind.
Mm-hmm.
It was made knowing, okay, we get this like grainy quality to the screen when it's recorded and when it's shown. So we know, hey, that's going to hide these seams. That's going to hide the fact that our actress looked like she was warmed over death.
Yeah.
Like
she had that little coke habit happen.
She had that coke habit, or you had the other one who came in with the flu that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. But now, no, HD it's just too much. Like.
And too soon.
Yeah, I'm okay with 720.
I'm okay with 1080.
1080 is as far as I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But any of these like 4K resolutions and shit, I'm like, no. No, this is ridiculous. This doesn't need to be.
I agree. I definitely agree.
And personally, I felt like Blu-ray wasn't around long enough before fucking 4K Blu-rays came out. I'm like,
no. Here's the thing: Blu-ray came out before DVD could have its climax.
That's true. That is
before
true.
It could see the full potential of DVD, we came with Blu-ray. Oh, we got twice the storage. Yeah, motherfucker, you don't use half of it.
No, they really don't.
Have you noticed how much space, folks, that you have on a Blu-ray as compared to a DVD? Then you realize how much you could put in from a DVD into a Blu-ray. You realize you're taking about maybe a third of the space?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
Yeah. See, I have a friend, I have one of my friends, when I told him what I was doing, like he knew how I was doing archiving and stuff. I'm like, I'm going to start doing it with Blu-rays. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, it gives you so much more space. He's like, yeah, but you're wasting it because most of the stuff is low quality. I'm like, but at least it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using the space. I'm using all, from what I know, they're supposed to be 25 gigs, but they hold 23 gigs of actual space.
Right.
I'm using up every last gig, every last byte on it that I can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I'll have like these just multiple discs of just half my wall as an archive. So yeah, I feel I'm utilizing it more than most fucking companies these days.
Right, yeah.
Because they're like, oh, hey, we're releasing it on Blu-ray. I'm like, cool. Okay, well, let's see what you're doing here. And I open up the box set and I find out there's like 2 or 3 Blu-ray discs, and you've only got like 3 or 4 episodes on each disc. What the fuck?
Yeah, you could put the whole fucking series on this disc, and menu,
and extras. But if you really got us to use that second disc, put all the extras over there and give us more extras.
You could do what they do with the Big Lebowski digibook, and like have Lebowski Vision, like a little pop-up trivia coming up, or make it interactive pop-up trivia, or do something with the space you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just expand the motherfucker and then just put it on there. There's your Blu-ray.
Yeah, no. And I don't care what high resolution you're doing, how cleaned up the picture is. There's no way it's taking up that much space.
Right. The least it's going to be taking up is maybe 3 gig.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3 gig. That's how high profile you can get it. And then do 6 for your extras.
Yeah. But there's still all that space.
Yeah. If you guys want a visualization of what it's going to be, it's like putting all your shit, all your furniture into one corner of a room.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have all this empty room, all this empty space. All your furniture in the room that you have to climb over just to sit in, to watch TV this far.
Yeah.
This far. And everything else is empty. This is my living room.
And don't even get me started on when I figure out that they used a fucking dual layer Blu-ray.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I've stared at them long enough to figure out you used a dual layer. That means this thing holds 50 gigs.
That, ladies and gentlemen, that's like...
And you had to use multiple discs.
That's like living in a room in a mansion and saying, I own this mansion.
The rest of the mansion is empty except for this one room.
Except for this one room, yeah. You're living in what you made into a studio apartment in this grand mansion. And it isn't even the biggest room of the mansion. It's maybe the kitchen. Possibly the hallway and the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I've thought about utilizing some of those dual layer discs. First of all, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Second, not every program I have can actually work with those.
Gotcha.
You have to actually have specially designed shit to work with a dual layer Blu-ray. But soon. I will condense the archive even more.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, let me do this.
I will put entire series on there, and even then, I'm not making soon. Yes, and that's the thing when I'm archiving too. DVDs, I tried making menus, and I realized there's just nothing that great when it comes to menu making these days. So I discovered the even better way is to turn them into data discs. So basically, I have a bunch of like mini hard drives on my wall full of this content.
Right.
And it works perfectly. I can pop it in my PS3 and watch it anytime I want. I can pop it in my computer and watch it anytime I want.
Definitely, at least for 30 years.
Oh yeah, and occasionally, yeah, I replace them, and so that adds to the lifespan.
Yeah,
I upgrade. I give them a handful of years, and then I upgrade. Especially when I decide, oh, I'm going to condense this now. Actually,
well, I could do that with this. Let me do that with this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it. Not. Yeah. They're not. The companies. They're not utilizing these to their full potential.
No.
Not even remotely.
They just got wowed by the graphics and not thought about the content.
Mm-hmm.
What's that Ian Malcolm quote? They thought they should, but didn't think they could, or they thought about being they could.
They thought about if they could, but they never thought about if they
should. Yes. I was getting that one always mixed up.
That's okay.
They thought they could, but they didn't think about if they should.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they didn't realize they could put 4 things on that. At least 4 things. You know, if we added extras and commentary to it. 4 motherfucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But yeah, they fell in love with an outlet that was really bright and flashy, and now they're going on to the next bright and flashy thing, and it's retarded, folks. Do you really need to see soap opera quality movies? You know?
Yeah.
There's one thing I really miss is the natural degradation of film. The earthiness of the film. You've seen it.
Oh yeah. I grew up with VHS.
Yeah. You saw how the yellows and reds would strip off over time.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like pink movies, you get like yellow movies, sometimes you get blue movies. But that was okay because that was the natural progression of film.
Yep.
That was the earthiness. That was the groundness. We don't have that anymore. And I has a sad.
Yeah. It is sad. I mean, it's nice that it makes it easier to preserve film now in pristine condition. But yeah, no, something is definitely lost there.
Yeah. It's like looking at, it's like taking a fine wine that aged. Sometimes films age gracefully. Sometimes the scratch and the grapes add a body to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, it's one of those things we did sacrifice when we started using computers for restoration. And that has a sad investment. So it's one of those things you're going to miss a long, long time. You're going to be wishing it happened after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Granted, without those computers, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't be able to archive like we do.
Mm-hmm. We wouldn't be able to record like we do. And let's face it, folks, we wouldn't be able to see 7 different angles of tits.
True.
You know, it all leads to tits.
Always.
Can I make that tit look good? Let's do it. And then history is made. Where do you see future of film? If I may ask.
Let
me put it this way. Where do you think the streaming wars will go?
So, I think eventually, personally, what I really think is going to happen with the streaming wars, especially these streaming service wars, this is all going to come crashing down. This is going to end in a mess. However, I do truly believe that Netflix is going to stand above them. Because Netflix, of all of them, is the most I don't even know how to put it, sincere in the way that they're doing things. They're just, granted, they keep losing stuff, but a lot of stuff that they lose is because they're losing the rights to it because other people are like, oh no, we want to actually be able to stream this now.
Right.
So, I mean, somebody tried to explain to me that I guess that the whole Marvel situation was that Disney was going to let them continue to make these shows, but that they wanted a bigger piece of the pie, and Netflix said no.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't blame them. I honestly don't. Disney has enough money.
Right.
But yeah, that's when Disney was like, okay, well, fuck you then. We're going to actually make our own streaming service then. How about that? And it's like, yeah, of course you're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how long this lasts. Oh, Nintendo has these, Skylanders, and you got Nintendo with Amiibo, and the Skylanders toys. Oh, Disney wanted a part of that, so we got the Disney Infinity line. Hey, this is doing great. Yeah, but it's not making the numbers we want.
Mm-hmm.
Scrap it. After everybody was looking forward to some of the upcoming shit from that too. I feel it's going to be the same way with their streaming service. I think before it all crashes, Disney's going to get bored. Because they're never satisfied.
Right.
Especially not these days.
Right.
Truly, when it comes to Disney, something was lost when Walt died.
Oh, no. Something was lost when his brother left.
That too.
When Walt died, he still had some spark. He still had some understanding.
Yeah.
But when Roy left, that's when it started getting pear-shaped.
Yeah.
That's when Las Vegas lost its luster. Yeah. If I could put it.
Yeah. But yeah, on the topic, the streaming. Yeah, I think it's gonna die. It's gonna die, and it's gonna be brutal. And I think the only one that's gonna be remotely standing is gonna be Netflix.
You think?
I can see Netflix surviving. Because even today now, they're like, even with all of these people taking shit from them, there's a lot of companies that they've had an idea and then other companies start taking it.
Mm-hmm.
The first one to go down is the original company.
Right.
Netflix is still standing. In fact, recently Netflix made a good purchase.
What did they purchase?
They purchased Seinfeld.
Okay.
That was a damn good purchase.
Yeah.
Because they lost, NBC took back Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, oh shit, now we got nothing, or like we've lost a really good one. Because everybody's like, yeah, no, I still think it's stupid to have to pay to see Friends. But then suddenly they're like, okay, this came along. And they're like, yeah, let's take that. There's a lot of people who love to go back and watch Seinfeld. Which is true. I mean, my God, it airs all the time on like Fox and other show or other channels similar to them, like middle of the night.
The 2 hour tour.
Yeah, and
icons here.
Yeah, Seinfeld it just works.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they bought that now, that the rights to stream it, that was a good purchase. I think really what they need is just a few more purchases like that under their belt.
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, they have that 70s show, which is a good one to have. If they could get something slightly newer.
Well, they got The Irishman coming up.
Yeah. Like if they could do that, and if they could get some really good Netflix originals, like, to stay.
Right. Well, they got Stranger Things.
They got Stranger Things. They've got the anime side of things with Castlevania, which still amazes me that exists. And hell yeah, they've got the anime side of things right now. Crunchyroll is on its way out.
Crunchyroll is dead.
Crunchyroll is dead. It just refuses to stay dead.
Funimation is going to die.
Unfortunately.
If not, there's not a lot of people who will be willing to work with Funimation.
No, they'll be doing they'll just the occasional thing that they can actually manage to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
We will not be seeing this shit ton of Funimation dubs and stuff.
Right. Now, after, I'd say, a couple years, Funimation will be avoided like the plague.
Yeah.
Even Sony and Toei and your mystical magical monster that's glowing under your door will not want to touch Funimation.
Yeah, no. No. We are seeing the end of an era. Is really what's happening now.
Really an end of an era?
Well,
I see it as a massive change.
It is. It's a massive change. We're seeing the death of kings, though. That's for sure.
Right.
Funimation was the king when it came to animation. When it came to anime, the anime side of things, the American dubs of anime. 4Kids was the jester.
Yeah.
Who somebody eventually shot. Thank God. Right.
Okay.
And 4Kids talk just like the Mad Hatter from the original Alice in Wonderland. It's that voice. We're gonna dub Yukio, and instead of this kid getting kidnapped by whoever the fuck they were, we're gonna have the line, my brother was kidnapped by a tank. What?
I will enjoy these nice jelly rolls.
Oh god, yeah, the Pokemon one. Jelly donuts are my favorite. Hey, God. Just no. But yeah, then you have, even just in the anime sector alone, Crunchyroll was a big thing. Problem is Crunchyroll never evolved.
Crunchyroll's a piece of shit after 3 years.
Yeah.
They were operating on arcane equipment.
They still are.
They still are operating on arcane equipment that can easily establish with a new code, but they don't want to.
I think somebody explained to me that they still use Flash.
They do.
I'm like, are you fucking serious?
They are. Netflix uses MP5s.
Well, shit, there you go.
That's how backwards Crunchyroll is.
Yeah, that... And then, we're seeing... Here's my question to you. Do you think we'll ever actually see the fall of Disney?
Possibly.
And I mean the full plummet. Because we're already seeing them fall from grace in the eyes of a lot of people. People are seeing through their bullshit.
Right, and that's one of the reasons it's going to fall.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a time people are going to be tired of their narrative that they keep on pushing on everybody else, and they just won't watch. Does anybody watch TV anymore? No. So you're not going to watch ABC. You know, one of the big reasons why a lot of people are cord cutting is because of ESPN, which is owned by Disney. Everyone's cable bill is paying for the license fees of ESPN. That's it. You take ESPN out of the mix, you're taking about a good $100 out of that. At least $100 out of that. You know, that way you wouldn't have all these. You would, yeah. What's going on is cable TV is starting to bloat. There are many different types of channels that shouldn't be there. You could take several series off, put on a streaming network. There you go. You know, you're just bloating it up with reruns of these. You know, so I think we're going to see a grand culling of Disney networks. I think we're going to see a grand culling of cable TV because there is no point anybody wants to pay $200 just for 50 channels. No movies, no DVR. I just talked to a coworker in the blackout sector. She's sick and tired of paying $250 a month just for cable. I'm like, go buy a China box, get a couple streaming services, and you're set to go. And then you got the streaming service wars going. I think Disney Plus will pick up a lot of viewers, but then when you have everybody else streaming, they're going to have to justify why you need to watch them. And I'm sorry, but a bunch of TV series with Marvel characters and Star Wars characters is not going to justify the reason. Maybe the backlog, but then still, you're acting like cable now. The average person will maybe pay about 5 streaming services tops. If they can pay $20 each, yeah. Or 6 if you're doing an Amazon Plus account. But if you're doing $20 each service, that you can do at least 5 services. And if they are not getting the series they want or the movie they want, they're just going to go out and buy it on disc media or wait for it to go on disc media. And if it doesn't go on disc media for at least 2 years, well, I'm going to tell you quite plainly that the seas are going to be filled with fishermen. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Not that I mind or anything.
You're reeling the big one.
I'm thinking more of the crabbers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, going in with the net.
Yeah, putting up the feed pod and letting it soak and then bringing them back to what you got.
Yeah.
But no, there will be a time where my seas will be filled. And the seas are big and vast. I have no problem. But that's going to be money out of your pocket. I don't want to see that to happen. I know you guys don't want to see that happen, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And if you think everybody's going to pay, so you're going to get a good amount, but I know Disney, they want bigger and better, and the numbers after a year will not sate you. Disney. They will not sate you, and you would want more. So you're going to rise that price, and people are not going to buy it anymore. And then the seas will get more vast with fishermen. Or people who will pay fishermen for prime tuna. And they don't care what they catch, dolphin or tuna. They're going to give it to the people who paid for it.
Yeah. There's already... I've heard about people, getting paid to fish. Like, oh, wow. I can make money off of this? Oh wait, no, that's when it really becomes illegal. No, thank you. I don't want to do actual jail time. Yeah,
but
my ass couldn't survive in prison.
I'm not built for that.
My mom actually flat out told me that too. Like, I've joked about that several times, and then I told her something, and she's like, "No, you don't want to go to jail. You would not survive, and you would not survive it." I'm like, "Well, thanks for the vote of confidence."
Jeez, Mom.
Like, you're not wrong, but
no,
it wasn't necessary.
I would not be surprised if Netflix survives, but I'm not going to put money on it. They are in debt.
Oh, they are.
Their back of the house is a mess. We're talking about having rules where men cannot look at women for more than 5 seconds. Mess.
Damn.
Their TV series, if not imported, suck. Besides Stranger Things, their movies are subpar. Subpar, not to me. I love movies like God. They are all minded children, even the ugly ones. But other gods, not so much.
Yeah.
I think if there's anyone who's going to survive this, it's Amazon. Amazon's got their head straight in this. And for some reason, people like it. It's channels like Amazon. And everybody said,
Prime does have a lot of stuff.
Amazon has a lot of garbage. Garbage I like. Dude, do you know how many hours I waste on a Sunday watching garbage?
Yeah, no, this weekend, she got Prime a little bit ago. And so we're using it. I haven't figured out how to use to start using it to watch stuff, but we are using it to order stuff. So
enjoy that today.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy that.
We're doing that this weekend. We're doing that tomorrow.
You got a record service need you?
We do, but I don't know if she knows how to set that up.
No, it's easy. Just set up as your address.
Yeah.
And it'll send you you got an email? Yeah, you got an email.
Yeah.
It'll send you a code that you can either dial in or scan with a barcode on your phone, and I'll open right up.
Okay.
I've got a couple lockers out here. For my.
We have one literally down the street.
There you go. You're set, man.
Of course, we're also down the street from an actual Amazon building, a warehouse.
They can just walk up and deliver it.
Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to get it over here.
Right.
So,
they can send a drone your way. Oh,
yeah. Started again. But yeah, no, we're going to do that, and I'm going to finally get a hold of one of my little pieces of schlock that I've been saying. I've been trying to find a time to throw it into an order. I'm going to get Subterrano.
Do it.
I'm going to get that for 2-day shipping. 2 days. I'll buy that and a handful of other things. But yeah.
So much trash and garbage that are so much lovable on that service. It's amazing. You could shoot a show, have someone package it for you, distribute it, and you're already set. Matt, I suggest the Saginaw Ghost Hunter shows. They are amazingly awful. Mr. Prozac, you're an awful, awful ghost hunter. And you need to be told that. And you get Brandon Harnois on your side. Come on, man. Come on, man. once you got Geeky Brian on your side, all bets are off. I'm not believing one bit of shit you're slinging my way. Ghost Adventures gets my look, then you're Saginaw Ghost Stories. All right? Matter of fact, I will watch it with this motherfucker and laugh. I know those places. Anyways, no, definitely. And if there's anyone surviving the streaming wars, it's going to be Amazon, bar none.
Yeah, I see Netflix surviving. I don't see Netflix winning. I see Netflix being a runner-up.
I could see Netflix reestablishing itself after a series of blunders.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe back of the house, but you're going to get maybe a bunch of garbage movies. Well, you get a bunch of garbage movies, but garbage that even I won't touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but then we are getting some good stuff out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
What with I think it was Netflix was the one doing oh god, what was it? Was it Beyond the Black or whatever? I don't know, whichever. That series of like horror films based around holidays.
Right. I think that was Netflix. Could be.
Yeah. And they're getting another season of those.
Mm-hmm.
Those did so well. They're lined up to make like another full season of them.
Right.
Because people, these are movies, but they're treated like a TV show.
Yeah, they're doing the Lux treatment. 2-hour movies treated like a series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm cool with, and I plan to sit down and watch them all. But
by the way, you can catch Lex on Prime.
Yeah. Nice. All right, I'll have to look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think you're right, though. Amazon will win. I think that basically Netflix will just kind of... It'll be laying there, but it'll still be going, like, holding up a victory sign saying, right, I survived.
No, it'd be more like Amazon won this thing and I got a lousy shirt.
Yeah.
It'd be still around, but, it'd be doing its own thing. I could see many of these channel services just dying. CBS has like what, two series? No. That's not even a real series, a real streaming service.
CBS, that's gonna die. NBC's one is gonna die. Disney/ABC, that one is not gonna last.
I think it's gonna be third, to be quite honest. And the only reason it's gonna be third is because of the genre.
Yeah.
But they keep on perpetrating, thinking that the fan bases are gonna come and then they're gonna do something stupid. And the only thing they got left is the people who actually grew up on the MCU.
Yeah.
Sadly. I don't see Marvel Comics lasting around that time anyway. I see in a matter of 5 years they'll get dissolved and all their properties going, their IPs going third party, IDW, Dynamic. Sadly,
it's sad to say, comics are kind of on their way out.
Well, they're not on their way out. It's just that it's
Marvel's at least.
Mainstream comics, in terms of what we know, of what we see in the Diamond, is going to go out. I don't see Image lasting any longer. I don't see IDW lasting any longer unless they get a Hail Mary from Disney. Dynamic, I'm not seeing lasting much. Again, Hail Mary from Disney. Marvel's not going to last for 5 years. They're going to be liquidated by Disney because Disney doesn't like any loose ends. Time Warner got bought by AT&T. They're no nonsense. So any slip up from the DC universe means death for DC Comics. And I see it in the New Gods. You heard it here first. You will see a significant shift to Alterna. Alterna has been rising up greatly. Crowdfunded comics is starting to become a thing.
Webcomics have been really taking off, dude.
Well, I can understand if tablets were around. I mean, I can understand if people understood tablets.
Mm-hmm.
But tablets are still being wielded around by toddlers, being rodent.
Mm-hmm.
So, as much as I want to say webcomics are coming up and up, not right now. Not in the 5 years. When the child stops riding a tablet like a sled, then let's talk. But I'm sorry. I'm seeing too many broken tablets. I'm not having any hope for webcomics to become a thing. I would love it, and I definitely know there is a fan base for it. It's not that big enough. You guys are still UFC Dothan. You want to be the Ultimate Fighter level right now. You know, if I could use sports analogies. You want to be 2004 level. You don't want to be 1998 level. But no, there's going to be a great upheaval in the comic universe. That's going to be a great upheaval for the streaming service in both DC. I mean, didn't mean that to shake. And Disney Plus. I'm going to predict Disney Plus would go. No, DC would go under before DC Plus because AT&T wouldn't know what to do with the property.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will get sourced to third parties. I wouldn't be surprised if IDW was doing DC and Marvel characters. But no, you're seeing what's left of the fan base who didn't leave comics go to more Eurocentric, more Japanese based, more independent comics, and then rebuild.
Oh yeah, manga is definitely on the uprise. Like it has been for a while.
Oh, I have no doubt it is,
and that's gonna keep happening because the manga is way different from your average American comics. You'll have this ongoing storyline in both. However, the different series and stuff tend to stick to like superhero comics and just any other comics in general. Mostly you have those few outliers, but for the most part you have a formula.
Right.
Manga, on the other hand, the only ones that are formulaic are the shonen manga, and even then, which is meant for like young boys,
right?
Even then, they keep changing up that formula. They have some basics, but they keep changing up that formula. Overall manga, you can pick up just a manga at random, and you will get completely different types of stories.
And
you'll get something that you didn't even know was possible, that somebody could even think up. And then you'll get like your average like superhero-ish type one. Or you could get two completely different, like, what the fuck am I reading things.
Right.
Manga is brilliant in that aspect. And it just keeps getting better.
Right.
While a lot of them aren't drawing me in personally, I recognize this potential. I see what it's doing, and a lot of people are accepting it.
Would it be because Japan accepts comics as a medium, as a storytelling device?
Oh, they have for years. They were the first ones to start making, and even we aren't there. We're kind of there. We have our adult cartoons, but they made anime for adults for the longest fucking time. Anime is on regular channels over in Japan. There's not anime channels. It's just on.
Would you consider Simpsons an anime?
Simpsons would be our first attempt. It would be our first major attempt at making something that was meant for all ages.
Right.
But mostly adults.
Right. Do you think we'll get to that point?
I think we could, potentially. However, not at the rate we're going. I mean, currently you are getting stuff like, and again, this is through streaming services, you're getting stuff like BoJack. You're getting stuff like... that's true. You're getting... There's other shows like that are like these adult animated shows that aren't just adult for their raunchiness, but because they get way too real in their story.
Right.
But to see that on TV, I don't see that happening. None of them, any of the ones that I saw potential in, never took off.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I think the last time we had one that actually worked like that was King of the Hill. And personally, even though they keep trying to wanting to bring it back or make another successor to it, they tried a successor to it. It sucked.
There is a successor to it, but I don't think they could bring it down like it was. Have you ever heard of Corner Gas?
No.
Okay, Corner Gas was a long-running series in Canada.
Okay.
Think about your corner gas station / cafe, your truck stop.
Mm-hmm.
It then ran like 11 seasons and then stopped. Brilliant series. Check it out, folks. I think you can check it out on Prime. Check it out. A couple years later, they decided to do a cartoon show on Corner Gas. I think it's on its 5th season. It's like a corner gas station and cafe out in the middle of nowhere, and the people surrounding it. Brilliant film. I'm really serious. Definitely check it out. Check out. I think if there was a successor to King of the Hill, it would be Corner Gas.
Okay.
You know, but that's me.
Like, I think the closest we've been coming to this, people of all ages flocked to Adventure Time once they started to realize there was more going on there. However,
right.
End of the day, it was still a kids show.
Right.
Same with regular show. It had its majorly adult moments.
Yeah.
However, again, kids show. The problem comes with the fact that these are on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
And while we know Cartoon Network wants to be for all ages, it still also can't let go of the fact it started out for kids, and it is meant for kids.
Right.
Japan doesn't have that problem. As far as I'm aware, they don't have any, like, they might have a couple of channels dedicated to, like, showing kids anime and stuff, but no, their stuff is for everyone. So it's, I don't see us getting to that point because we still have far too many people who, even going and watching, like, so as an adult, one of the movies I actually really, really liked after I got past how the advertising worked for it was Megamind.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get past the fact that was Will Ferrell. I was able to just watch the movie and enjoy the story that was going on here. Then we brought it up, like, yeah, Mom and I both loved the movie, and then we brought it up with my brother, and he was like, I've been meaning to watch that one. And his wife butted in, and she went like, yeah, I don't care. I've thought about it, but I don't really care because it's a cartoon. It's a kid's movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I realized she has that mentality that too many people still have, which is if it's animated, it's meant for kids.
Right.
And I don't think we're ever going to get past that.
No, I don't think so either.
It's too embedded there. That's like why we still have people who complain that The Simpsons is on because their kids watch it. It's like, then don't let your kids watch it. Like, but it's a cartoon. It's not a kid's cartoon.
Why do you like kids' cartoon? Because the cartoon is a medium for people to put out ideas, images, and issues.
A lot of the stuff that people do in the animated format wouldn't fly in live action. Because there just seems to be this disconnect where it's like, say, okay, so you watch one of the more typical things in anime is the protagonist getting beat the crap out of by like his friends, by girls randomly and shit like that. If you saw that in live action, you'd lose.
You'd be like, oh God.
People would be horrified. People would be horrified. They would complain. 9 times out of 10, they don't bat an eye when it happens in an animated format. There's a lot of this stuff you can get away with. You can get away with all sorts of imagery. Like, yeah, some people will look at the anime and be like, oh, okay, it's one of those perverted ones. He just grabbed her tit. If they did that randomly in a live action show, you would have all kinds of complaints. So, yeah, no, we're not going to get past that. At least not here. Other countries are starting to get past that. We will not.
Right.
And it's sad.
I agree. Yeah, it's very sad.
Now, let me make one thing clear. I'm not saying that our live action shows should start having like girls beating the shit out of guys and men grabbing their tits.
Yeah, we don't need no live action tsundere.
No, we don't need that shit.
No.
I'm just saying, because there's that disconnect, because there's that difference, it's not. It's caused us to not be able to get past other differences.
Even my smoke detector agrees.
Yeah.
But now back to the reining it back.
Yes.
So, if there was a top 5 streaming services you think would survive, what would they be?
We've already established Amazon and Netflix. I do see those. I see, unfortunately, one of the Disney services is going to survive.
Right.
I could actually see ABC's service dying, but the Disney one's still living. The main Disney.
They would merge.
I think they would. They would merge to become one. Because a lot of people forget ABC is owned by Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I don't know if Hulu would survive.
Hulu is Disney.
It is?
I think Disney bought Hulu.
God.
Which makes me wonder, why are they doing Disney Plus in the first place?
We've got to have money.
Money.
Let's see, what other streaming services are there?
Well, you've got Criterion Channel. You've got Shudder.
Shudder will live.
Oh, Shudder would definitely survive.
Shudder's going to survive because they stroke that one thing that everybody that one part that we all want, and that's the horror. But that everybody else refuses to touch.
You want to know something interesting?
Hmm.
I think Peacock will fail, but they'll blame it on Shudder for some reason. Everybody will laugh their asses off, but it'll happen.
Yeah.
Because I believe AMC is owned by NBC.
Yes.
Okay. So
let's hang on. Let me go ahead and open up a new window. All right, here we go.
you know what would be interesting also with the re-emergence of shut up you with the re-emergence of Joe Bob, would there be a push if set for an up all night?
I could see it. I could see that happening. Joe Bob was a far bigger success than anyone thought was going to happen. Him bringing this back.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting for the next season. Oh, I'm eager.
Late October, something's happening.
This October?
Late October, something's happening.
All right.
Don't take it on my word. Darcy's talking about it, so.
Hey, I trust her.
All right.
List of streaming services. I don't want the prices because I don't want to be sad.
Right. But I do see someone doing a resurgence of Up All Night, and seeing as NBC owns the property.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If I was head of the streaming department and I saw what Shudder was doing, and we wanted to do Peacock, a nice incentive would be a buy day on the week Up All Night.
Mm-hmm.
Release episode per episode instead of one release.
Mm-hmm.
Get Gilbert back. Try to get Rhonda back. If not,
okay, I've heard of Philo.
Philo?
This is part of Sling TV. Yeah. There are now over half a dozen of these internet TV services. Fubo TV.
No, who would work? Let's try to find her.
Oh, YouTube TV is going to die.
YouTube's dead. No.
YouTube is dead. It just refuses to acknowledge it.
After Nerd City, yeah, it's done.
Hulu.
What's her name would be a perfect fit for Up All Night. Poacher from the Playboy streaming service. That's Ralphie May. Ralphie May would have been great.
PlayStation View. I didn't even know that was a thing.
PlayStation View is basically making your TV making your PS4 an antenna.
DirecTV Now, AT&T Watch TV.
Those will die.
Spectrum, yeah.
Spectrum's piece of shit.
Pluto TV, Zumo, Cloud TV, LG Channel Plus, TV Everywhere, NBC News Now.
You can get that on YouTube.
ESPN Plus.
Fuck that shit.
NBA League Pass, NFL Game Pass.
Those I have no problem with.
NHL
but
TV.
I wouldn't count them as streaming services.
Yeah, I truly don't.
They're in their own little sector. They're in. We're in New York. They're in LA.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm trying to say to that.
Okay, here we go. Live TV and on-demand mixed options. All right. Amazon Prime Video.
Survives.
YouTube.
Die.
Outside TV. TV for the outdoorsy folks among us. Outside TV provides both live, user-generated channels and and on-demand content, there are some official live broadcasts as well. Okay. Facebook.
Now, Facebook. Fuck Facebook. That's dying on the vine. There we go.
Varied content. There we go. On-demand streaming. Netflix.
Survive second place.
Disney Plus.
Survive third place.
Hulu.
It
sounds like they might not have bought it yet.
They might have not bought it yet. If they not had bought it yet, it's not going to survive. By the way, the name I was thinking was Kate Quigley for Up All Night. If we couldn't get Rhonda back.
Yeah. Oh, Redbox. Forgot they had a stream. I forgot they had a streaming service. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yahoo View.
What was that again?
Exactly. Fandango Now.
Fandango's got a streaming service?
I had no idea. What the hell? Yes, you can buy your movie tickets from Fandango, but the service now provides an on-demand streaming option that provides a rather wide selection of TV shows and movies. It even provides a surprisingly large number of titles, over 8,000, which is more than US Netflix. Tubi TV.
Tubi's okay.
Crackle. I have heard of Crackle.
Crackle. Sadly, that one's going to go. And was one of the first streaming services, sadly. Yeah. But I see it going.
Sony owned on-demand streaming service. Yeah.
Nope.
Popcorn Flicks. Free service with a similar monetization method as Crackle and Tubi TV. Okay, so it has ads.
Mm-hmm.
Popcorn Flicks provides hundreds of TV shows and movies to eager cord cutters who want to save money. Apple iTunes.
No. Well, kinda. Because you want to be hip and shit.
Yeah. Google Play.
No.
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 Oh, hey, Shout Factory TV.
Shout Factory, I could see staying. As a major streaming service, no. As a boutique label, yes.
Voodoo.
No. Walmart's been having problems with that since day one. I don't see it surviving any much longer. If it is, it's stupidity on their part. As always.
Okay, this one has me. This description. I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I know. Vimeo. Considered the YouTube for high quality video. No. Vimeo is a great option for those who don't want to sift through the low quality user generated content that crowds YouTube's channels. No. Only well crafted content makes its way to Vimeo. No. And you can also use the service to purchase and rent movies. Maybe.
No. No, they get copyright struck.
Yeah.
What movies are you doing? Maybe some people who are not part of some sort of. But then again, you've got Amazon Prime for that.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a Veritas, like takes everybody in and produce and distributes it for them for like 20% of the pot.
Yeah. I made a Vimeo account and I figured out pretty quickly just how limited it was. So I dropped it. They're still messaging me. They won't leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. Vimeo is the Friendster of streaming services, streaming video services. That's how bad it is, folks.
The Roku channel.
Roku.
Looks like they're trying to make it bigger. IMDb TV.
That's pretty much Hulu, but with IMDb instead of Hulu.
Crunchyroll.
Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Dead. You hear me? D-E-D, dead.
Funimation Now.
Dead.
VRV. I see that one living. That one seems to be doing really well.
I'm not familiar.
Bringing together a bunch of niche channels together under one roof, including Crunchyroll and Funimation, Verve is a great option for anyone who wants as much content as possible.
Dead.
Yeah. If those two officially die, yeah. But outside of that, Verve just keeps constantly adding more to it. Like basically anywhere it can find anime or cartoons or anything of the like, it'll snag up. It basically is I guess a viewing portal would be the best way to put it, to like all these other streaming services, but you only just pay for this one.
Okay.
High Dive, another anime streaming site available in the US. High Dive promises an edgier selection of content, including uncensored anime.
Good luck to them.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
No, I mean it sincerely. Good luck to you.
Oh, no, I do. I really do. But at the same time, I'm like, depends on what kind of uncensored anime you're trying to go for. DC Universe.
Dead.
Yeah, that one's kind of dead on arrival, honestly. Hiya, okay. Asian action movies and pretty much any other Asian TV show or film worth watching all in one place. Sign me up. Okay.
Never heard of it. I'm going to look into it.
Did you just put
Hayas? Like as it sounds?
They gave two different what the fuck? DC Universe and then DC Universe again. As of this time of writing, DC Universe is not yet available. Well, it is now. So I guess they just didn't get rid of their old posts on this.
Bad poster, bad.
Curiosity Stream, for those who love science, history, technology, and more. Curiosity Stream is a service for learners.
Yeah, Curiosity is a bunch of history YouTubers getting together because they got done getting demonetized.
Oh, dear God. There's one for PureFlix.
Yeah. I could see it.
A Christian son of a bitch. A Christian-themed streaming service, PureFlix is designed to be family-friendly. No R-rated content here, just grade A quality. Except didn't PureFlix just recently make an R-rated film?
Yes, they did. Good luck to them, though. No, I mean it. Sincerely, good luck to you.
Also has a large number of original TV shows and movies. Dove Channel. No, this is not a streaming service about soap. Dove Channel. Hilarious.
Oh, God, you killed me with that one. Oh, my God, I lost a rib.
Dove Channel is a streaming service offering family-friendly content, often with a Christian theme. Much like PureFlix, it's also cheaper than PureFlix by a large margin. And the picture that they took from the website, that their screen capture was saying free to watch now, the identical. Sign me right the fuck up.
I did. Good luck to you. Amazing. Good luck to you.
Up Faith and Family.
Shut up.
It's hours and hours of Christian-based family-friendly TV. Okay. Drama Fever. Asian dramas galore.
Dead. It's dead.
Oh, it is dead?
Yeah, sadly.
That sucks because that sounds awesome.
No, what's this one? That's where I found Vampire Prosecutor, which was the Asian version of Forever Night.
Nice.
It's awesome, man. It only went 2 seasons, but it was great. Yeah, and then you had the what's it, Invincible Sun Shin, about the naval commander Sun Shin Chi from Korea. They had about 5 different seasons in that, and that was amazing. And I watched that on Drama Fever. That was cool. Sadly, rest pasete. Drama Fever. You didn't need to die.
So this one just sounds like a bad idea.
What's up?
Blaze TV.
That just started. Shut up.
Single best streaming service for conservatives. Blaze TV comes in at just $10 per month for both live and non-demand content from popular conservative voices such as Glenn Beck, Mark Levin, and Duck Dynasty's Phil Robertson.
Yeah. And Roaming Millennials on that.
Laugh Out Loud.
It's dead.
Yeah. Kokawa TV. Even more Korean dramas are offered up through Kokawa TV, including a healthy dose of K-pop.
Kokawa TV. I'm going to look into that.
Yep. Spelled Kocawa.
CAWA.
Yep.
TV?
Yep.
Or .TV?
Just as TV.
That. I got nothing.
Try Googling it.
I binged it. That's my problem.
There's your problem. I'll admit, no, you can't really beat Google when it comes to a lot of the searches.
Oh, that goes giving it a run for its money.
Yeah.
You know me, the alternatives. Kokawa.com. Let's check you out. Do you have what I'm talking about on Kokawa? Oh, I'm liking it. It's got that Netflix design.
Nice.
Let's see, drama, action, and thriller. Let me type it in. You know, folks, you got to watch this. Okay. I'm on Kokawa TV. See if they got Vampire Prosecutor.
I've heard of Yellow.
Yeah, I heard of Yellow too. Go away. It's not popping up. No. Prosecutor. Nothing. No. Let's try Vampire.
Yeah, just try Vampire.
Just Vampire. Nothing. No.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's see if you got it in here. Boy in Archery. Welcome Live. Justice. The Banker.
Mr. Joe. I've heard of that one.
Mr. Joe. Big Issue. Haichi. There's a lot of Daejeon cinema in here.
Right.
Secret Boutique. Come on, I know you guys can do sci-fi. I know you guys can do horror. Feel Good to Die. Less Than Evil. What you got? The Ghost Detective. Hide and Seek. Lovely Horribly. And Let Me Introduce Her. All right.
Huh.
24-hour taste. Variety. What you got on the variety show? I love you guys' variety show. What you got? Idol Star, yeah. Urban Cops. The Barbersville. You know, I should do it like a little series where I read TV shows like with the metal voice. War of the Jungle. The Manager. King of Mass Singer. Usual's Sketchbook. Morbid Cops. The Real Men 300. And even Saipan Land from Momo Land. Looks good. Looks good. Food truck. The boss is watching. And many more. Now, good luck to you, Kawachka. You're going to fill in a hole everyone was missing.
Yeah, no, looks good.
Just check one more thing. You got the Immortal Sunset. King of Mask Wrestler. No. Children of Nobody. Story of my life, kid. I'm guessing this just started out.
It would seem so, yeah.
Give it time. Give it time. They'll put more stuff on there. Good luck to you. Who else we got?
Broadway HD. That actually sounds pretty cool. Broadway has finally made its way to the small screen. You can stream your favorite Broadway shows and musicals on demand through the Broadway HD streaming service. Huh.
English.
Oh god, there's a Bollywood one.
Oh, where?
Eros Now.
What's it called? Spell it.
EROS.
Now?
Now.
Like meow?
Yeah.
You got Ramsey shit on here? Please tell me you got Ramsey Brothers shit. Please. They're going for that Netflix look.
Yep.
Genre. Horror. They've been doing quite well in horror, let me tell you. People are sleeping on them. Jojo, Go Gone. Who's there? Trunk. That's a good one. The Boat of Roseville. That's another good one. Boat Returns. Can I sort this by date? Looks a lot recent. And I'm cool with that. I'm seeing if you got some more older stuff. Oh, Kabalasta. That's all right. You're going in the right direction. Ayam Jamaga. That's a nice one. Tell me you got Bayam. Wow, Bayam. Butch. Yeah, it's more recent. But
Let's see, BritBox.
BritBox is British TV.
And Acorn TV are also British.
Salute you, Eros. You do your thing. I will definitely want to watch.
Filmstruck.
Filmstruck's dead. Yeah. AT&T killed it. Definitely get some Ramsey stuff in here. Fandor. Please be a sequel to Terrifier.
It says if you're a real movie fan, you should probably take a glance at Vandor. This streaming service has one of the largest top-rated movie libraries of any streaming service available, and it primarily focuses on offering top-rated films and documentaries.
Yeah, you're not going to get anybody with that pitch. Also, isn't Fandor that company that holds all the fandom wikis?
Might be. Gaia. Did you know there's a streaming service for yoga? Neither did we.
Well, that's cool. I know there's a streaming service for martial arts. I forgot the name of that. And it's not Haya. It's for actual instructionals. Do you have Dawn? Please have Dawn. Oh, you got Majpur? Please have Dawn. Do you have Dawn?
Huh. There's even one out there for the LGBTQ community.
Is it called Pink?
Called Reverie.
Okay.
Offers everything from short films to full-length films, podcasts, music videos, and more. Cool.
Damn it, no Dawn. Do you have the remake? Sorry for the quietness, folks. I'm just reveling in all these films.
Screenbox, Sundance Now.
Sundance Now, I see, is very limited. You guys don't even have the remake of Dawn. Come on. No, here we go. Dawn number 1. Definitely Dawn number 1.
Twitch.
Thoughtland, folks.
Yeah.
Welcome to Thoughtland. Let's shut this off. Shush you.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of boutique streaming I could see surviving for limited access, but the main ones I see surviving, it's Amazon, Netflix, and a Disney service.
Yeah.
All the rest is your favorite boutique labels.
Yeah. Like Shudder and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Or in my case, Netflix. In my case, Amazon, Netflix, and everybody else.
Yeah.
I ain't touching Disney.
No.
Anything else you want to add? It looks like you're dying out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I slept this morning, but it's
coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, give us your socials.
As I said before, you can find me over on YouTube at Wolfson Productions. You can also find us. We have all the socials there. You can find us on Twitch with Wolfsten 5. Probably should change that to 6 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I do have Twitter, but I don't really use it. Basically, go over there and you'll find all of our links to all of the social media.
It's at the Wolf's Den on Twitter. Yes.
So yeah, there's the Wolf's Den on Twitter. There's my own personal one, Tintillo Kami, spelled with 2 O's, as you see. And honestly, that's about it. I do not have Facebook. I do not have any of those other ones. So I don't have an Instagram.
Gotcha.
So that's about it.
That's about it. And you can see me on Twitter at RoyBoy3. I run the podcast at Podcast Starlight for the Starlight Podcast. You want to send us hate mail, love mail, any mail, want to send us some bills, send it to Starlight Podcast at protonmail.com. You can also get a hold of us on Twitter at Podcast Starlight. And watch our show. We try to release weekly, depending on our schedules, on that other channel that I can't mention, or they'll kill me here. It's a yellow word, folks. It will definitely kill me if I mention it. It's that poison pill. It's that crumb tunnel. Yeah. It's that crumb tunnel. You know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And thanks for joining me tonight. See you tomorrow night when we could go up all night. I'll have another guest for you. Thanks for joining me. Good night, folks.
Good night. No problem.
And end.